Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. All right, NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, race 16 of the 2026 schedule. 7 and 8 on my picks. Yeah, not great this year. Wasn't seeing Grant Enfinger win. Wasn't seeing Chandler Smith win the last two races. So yeah, I had their teammates. I had Chandler's teammate, not Chandler. So not making that mistake twice. All right, they are at Lucas Oil Raceway, Indianapolis Raceway Park. We know it's famous from Thursday Night Thunder with the midgets that Jeff Gordon made a name for himself on. The Truck Series were in here from 1995 to 2011, and then came back in 2022. Personally, I would love to see the Cup guys and the O'Reilly Series guys run here as well. What I would love to see, I think it would be really cool, and should shorten the season by a week, is on Thursday night, run the Cup cars at IRP. Friday, run the Truck Series at IRP. And then Saturday, run the O'Reilly Series at the Speedway. And then Sunday, run the Cup cars at Speedway. So, matter of basically 4 days, you'd have two Cup races. And one at IRP and one over at the Speedway. I think that would be two drastically different races, both there in Indianapolis. I think it'd be really cool. I mean, hell, you could even do O'Reilly Series on Wednesday, Cup on Thursday, Truck on Friday, all at IRP, and then Saturday, Sunday at the Speedway. So, this is just ideas I have. All right, the TSport 200, 137.2 miles, 200 laps, 3 stages, 60, 60, and 80. 18 of the last 21 winners at IRP in the Truck Series started in the top 5. Of those 3 that didn't, the lowest started 16th was Timothy Peters in 2011. Now last year, Lane Riggs started 11th. So he kind of bucked that trend as well. 5 times the pole winner has went on to win the race. 6 of the last 7 races in the Truck Series at IRP had 5 or less cautions. And 2 of those were stage breaks. Only 3 for cause. So there's not going to be a lot of cautions on this short track, typically. Now, 2022, there were 10 cautions. So, all right, the last 4 races at IRP. Now, these stats are just for Lucas Oil Raceway. Ty Majeski in the last 4 races, average finish of 3.75 and 2 wins. Lane Riggs, 4.0 and a win. Grant Enfinger, 5.0 and a win. Christian Eckes, 6.67. Daniel Hemrick, 1 race, finished 7th. Nick Sanchez, 1 race, finished 12th. Ben Rhodes, 12.5. Tyler Ankrum, 13.0. And Caden Honeycutt, 14.0. Now, in the last 2 races, Christian Eckes, only 1 race, but he finished 2nd. Ty Majeski, 3.0 and a win. Lane Riggs, 3.0 average finish and a win. Grant Enfinger, 3.5. Chandler Smith, 1 race, finished 6th. Tyler Ankrum, 6.0. Daniel Hemrick, 1 race, finished 7th. Nick Sanchez, one race, finished 10th. Caden Honeycutt, 1 race in the last 2 and finished 14th. And Ben Rhodes, 16th average finish. In the last 2 races at IRP, so there's 24 and 25, Ty Majeski, his average running position for the last 4 races. So since 22, average running position. Ty Majeski, 4.57. Grant Enfinger, 5.33. Christian Eckes, 5.74. Chandler Smith, 7.09. Nick Sanchez, 9.13. Lane Riggs, 9.59. Daniel Hemrick, 10.78. Caden Honeycutt, 11.21. And Ben Rhodes, 12.57. Now what that is average running position. So whatever position they average every single lap throughout the entire race. So Ty Majeski averaged being top 5 in the entire race. So there might be laps he was 4th, laps he was 6th, but the average came out to be 4.57. In the last 2 races, Christian Eckes has an average finish of 2.06, so basically he ran 2nd the entire race and finished 2nd. Lane Riggs, 5.01. Grant Enfinger, 5.12. Ty Majeski, 5.36. Chandler Smith, 5.55. Tyler Ankrum, 6.42. Nick Sanchez, 8.2. Daniel Hemrick, 10.78. Caden Honeycutt, 11.21. And Connor Mozak, 14.17. With only 3 races left until the chase for the Craftsman Truck Championship, we have Lane Riggs with 4 wins, plus 304 to the cut line. He has clinched the spot in the chase. Caden Honeycutt with 1 win. He is minus 59 from the lead, but he's plus 245. He has also clinched the spot. Chandler Smith with 2 wins. He is plus 178, and I do believe he actually clinched the spot as well. I'm not 100% sure on that one. Christian Eckes plus 147. He's pretty safe. Gio Ruggiero plus 131. Ty Majeski plus 64. Ben Rhodes plus 50. Now, these are the drivers that are not safe with 3 races left, and they're all shorter races. We got Richmond, we got IRP, and we got New Hampshire. Daniel Hemrick plus 40. Grant Enfinger with that win 2 weeks ago at Lime Rock Park plus 20. And then we have Stuart Friesen in 10th and Tyler Ankrum in 11th, tied. Based on the tiebreaker, Stuart Friesen is 10th and Tyler Ankrum is 11th. Then we have Jake Garcia minus 11. We have Butterbean, Brendan Queen minus 23, Andres Perez minus 31, and Taylor Grave minus 40. Now, I know there's been a lot of talk this year when it comes to RAM and how they've done. I'm actually going to look at doing a video about it and get my thoughts on that. But the fact that we have Brendan Queen, Butterbean, 13th in points, minus 23. His first full year in trucks, Ram's first full year back in the Truck Series, Colin Grayson's first full year in the Truck Series, and he is beating a guy with a team from Tricon Garage, Tanner Gray, in 15th, who has never won in the series, whose teammates have dominated the series over the last few years, and Brendan Queen is still better than he is in his first full season. So, Ram, I think, are living up to the expectations that some folks had, me for one, but not for what other folks had. There is a guy, though, in this field, driving the number 45 for Al Nice, that I think we need to look out for. Lyndon Lewis. He is the Cars champion for KHI. Car Series champion. He's had 5 races in the Truck Series this year. 3 top 5s, 4 top 10s. 3 of those on road courses. So, yeah, he seems to be that next level guy, 20-year-old kid. I think we need to keep our eye on, because if he keeps running like this, he's going to get his flowers from these bigger teams and get into a winning truck. Not that Out East Motorsports isn't winning. We know that 45 can win. It won with Carson Osafar. But this is a kid that I'm going to kind of really keep an eye on. I'm kind of looking at stats this morning and noticed his stats. I'm like, oh, whoa, where'd he come from? So I looked him up. KHI, champion of the Car Series Tour, 1 races in the Car Series, 1 races in the ARCA West. So definitely want to keep an eye on him the rest of the year. All right, the winners for the TSport 200 NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series race at Lucas Oil Raceway. Going to go with former winner Ty Majeski, reigning winner Lane Riggs, Chandler Smith, last week's winner, and Christian Eckes. So, yeah, I got both Front Row Motorsports trucks on here. I got Ty Majeski and Christian Eckes, who I think is a heck of a young talent. He went off and did the O'Reilly Series for a year, came back to the Truck Series. Hopefully he can continue to develop and move up to the other series in NASCAR as time goes on. So, yeah, that is the TSport 200 preview. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. Just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.